about what's happening in the education sector. The minority is actually alleging the diversion of at least 2 billion Ghana cedis as part of the funds meant for financing government's flagship free SHS policy. According to the Deputy Ranking on Education, Dr. Clement Apak, the Vice President, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, days ago claimed that a little over some 5 billion cedis has been spent on the program, contrary to the figures given by the Finance Ministry, pegging the total sum at some 7.6 billion Ghana cedis. Dr. Apak believes that the conflicting figures contradict parliamentary records, which captures the use of the funds at 5.3 billion cedis in the last 5 years. So exactly what's the position of the minority on this, and how soon will they want government to come clear on this? Dr. Clement Apak is joining us now via Zoom. Thank you, sir, for your time. So is it not too early in the day to conclude that indeed government has diverted some 2 billion cedis, particularly when you don't have evidence to back that claim?
Well, let me say thank you for giving me the opportunity. I have pursued this issue since 2021. I have asked questions to the minister, and the minister's response was the reason that gave me doubt. The minister, in response to a question I filed, had indicated that government had expended 7.6 billion, 62 billion in implementing the program over the 5-year period from 2017 to 2021. On that fateful day, I remember drawing the minister's attention to the fact that his own 2020 media budget review had captured 3.2 billion. And so I wondered how in just 1 year, between 2020 and 2021, the expenditure on Free Senior High School had ballooned from 3.2 billion to 7.62. The minister at the time sought to suggest that that additional expenditure, which he claimed was unplanned, was likely due to the procurement of PPEs in relation to preparing schools and ensuring that students and teachers are safe. Now, when I did my own assessments of all the documents that the minister had presented, it worked out to a maximum of 5.2 billion. When I asked for further and better particulars, the minister indicated on the floor of Parliament that he would come back and provide the detailed breakdown.
But Dr. Pak, this is just a matter of figures. At least you have to yourself the Education Minister himself, who's a member of Parliament, your colleague as well. It's as simple as that, asking for the actual figures and dealing with it. But clearly, it appears you have a suspicion. What's that suspicion?
I do, because I've asked for those figures. They've not been forthcoming. And my suspicion has been confirmed by the information given by the Vice President during his lecture on the 7th of this month, where he stated on 2 different occasions that the total amount spent on the program between 2017 and 2021 was 5.3 billion. Therefore, I continue to ask, why is it that we have 2 sets of figures for the same government flagship program? Why is it that since I raised this issue in 2021, neither the minister or government have been able to come public and to account for that additional 2.4 billion based on my calculation, and now the additional 2.3 billion extra based on the information put out by the Vice President? So the onus falls on government to explain to us why that additional expenditure in the name of Free Senior High School. I'm suspecting 2 things. One, either those monies were diverted and used for another purpose other than funding and supporting the program.
And I'm sorry for cutting through, but that's a claim you need to back with evidence. There's nothing to prove that.
I don't have to back that claim. I have made my allegation.
Yeah, but you agree with me that as a member of Parliament, you don't have to be putting out claims without backing them with evidence. You agree?
Have you seen the statement I've put out?
But you're
Have you
concluding
read
that
it?
there's diversion. That's what
Have
you're
you
saying.
read my statement?
You're claiming there's a
Have you
diversion.
seen the documents I've cited? Have you seen the pages I've indicated? Have you seen the dates I have given? So if up to now the government cannot tell us what happened to that money, why don't I have the right to conclude that it was either diverted or the money was never even allocated and used for the purpose of which we are being told? It's as simple as that.
How soon are you expecting an answer from government on this?
As I've told you, this is a matter I've pursued since 2021, I believe in June. And so this is yet another opportunity. And particularly so since the vice president, the head of government's economic management team, and I know the finance minister is a member of that economic management team, since the two of them are now giving conflicting figures, I think they owe us a responsibility by telling us what the actual cost of funding Free Senior High School in the past 5 years is.
So how about this? The program as it stands now is still being run by government. Should that not be a priority? The fact that we want to ensure that it's better off and not necessarily go into the nitty-gritties of whether or not we have funds being allegedly diverted, as you're claiming.
So are you saying we shouldn't ask for accountability?
I'm asking a question, sir.
No, I am. By your question, what you are saying is that I am wrong.
I didn't say you're wrong. I was only asking for evidence.
Seek accountability from the government.
Right.
It is my right as a citizen. It's my right as a member of parliament to seek accountability. And I'm playing my role. They have the right to respond. And if they don't, I am entitled to the conclusions that I have reached.
Yes, but I'm asking about priorities now. The fact that the free SHS policy itself concerns students, there are more issues to be looking at as well about the policy and not necessarily the monies involved. That's what I was asking about.
Shouldn't you be worried that the program is still bedeviled with a myriad of challenges? Are you not aware that even as we speak, feeding of students is an issue? Having to head that government still owes buffer stock suppliers, and that is why we must follow the money trail. Because if all of these monies that the minister claims, Minister for Finance claims, has gone to the program, then many of the challenges still bedeviling the program should not even exist. So what I am doing is actually in the right direction. That when we say we are allocating resources to a program, we should make sure that those resources go to that program.
At least we know that you have an opportunity as a member of parliament till the end of next month to ask some questions on the floor of parliament. Are you taking that opportunity?
Well, I'll file a question again, but as I indicated earlier, the only reason why Ghanaians even know that some 7.62 billion is alleged to have been spent on the program was because of a question I filed. So I've been at this not today, and I'm even now more than ever certain that something is not right.
Not right with the free SHS policy or the bigger picture about the education sector?
Not right with the financing and the resources claimed to have been applied to the program.
You seem to be passionate about this, and forgive me if I'm getting it wrong, but some say, well, it's laced with your political underpinnings. Should we be looking at things from such a lens?
You see, I am an academic, and if anyone has taken the time to see the very lengthy write-up that I did, you would know that this is not mere political talk, because I've cited documents, I've cited dates, I've cited documents not produced by me, not presented by me, but presented by government officials, including the Minister for Finance. So this is not just mere politics. So I advise that those who have any doubt, they should take a look at what I've put out. And if they go into those documents and they find that what I've said is not contained in those documents, then they can call me out.
Anyway, we'll have to leave it here. Thank you so much, Dr. Clement Apak, Deputy Ranking on the Education Committee in Parliament. In fact, Dr. Apak's free SHS policy money is not the only money we're looking for this afternoon.